Hi guys, welcome to Code Artisan Lab. This is video number 40 for hotel management system in Django with Next.js. In this video, we will work on the dashboard and we will also apply. Currently, when we click on the book event, it is showing this page, but I'm not signed in, right? So we will also add the condition that it should open only with the sign in, right? And this dashboard also, but I'm already signed in so that it is showing the dashboard, but this book event is showing without the without the signing in. So we will add the condition here also, right? So these two things we will implement in this video. Let's start to do this. So the first part is we will stop this page to open without sign in, right? So we will open this page and then we will check from the local storage that if user exists, then we will open this page, else we will redirect to the login. This is the basic concept. Okay, now let's see the code. All right, so let's open this page. This is book event. So we'll go to source app book event, and here we have a page, right? Then from this book event page, we will check if user is first of all we need to fetch the user. So constant user equal to, right, local storage. Let's console this, right? uh is this already defined? Cannot redeclare blocks variable. So let's do this here. Okay, now let's check it. No need for this. Refresh this page. We need console. So where is console? Okay, so it's showing null, right? So if user is null, then we will redirect it, right? So do we have this? Okay, so here in the use effect we can check it, or um we can add it here. No, let's load the component, and then we will, if if not user, if not user, then redirect to push login, right? So it will go to login. We have login a different page. So login page is user slash login. So user slash login. Okay. So when we go to the book event page, it will go to login. Now it's working. Okay. So now let's move to the dashboard. All right. So for the dashboard, I will log in with the user. Okay. So here I'm logged in. Now I will create one more card and I will say um, event bookings. So it is user dashboard. So we'll go to user dashboard, source app, user dashboard, and then page. So we have this dashboard. We also need to see even, okay, this is fine. So we'll go to the dashboard, and then we should have one more function, one more card. We can say total event bookings, and yeah, this is fine. We will not change this one because it should come from the backend, so we'll work on the backend soon. And this should be um let's say call, so it will auto adjust, right? Or you can say three. Okay, so three, right? Okay, so we have this. So and this is very big font, so what I will do, I will keep it 4. All right, 4, this one. Okay. Total event bookings. Let's keep the event bookings. All right. So it will look symmetry. Still looking, still looking big font. So 5. All right. 5. See how? Autocomplete is working. Okay. Now this is looking correct. Okay. Now let's work on the, okay, let's see which API it is calling. So we will work on that API. I will go to the network, and this is calling the API dashboard. Okay. Now we'll work on the API dashboard. I return the event bookings, total event bookings. And then when we click on it, it should go to the event booking history page. We can use the link now. The link is user event booking history. So event booking history. Oh, not here. Here, event booking history. Correct. So this is done. Now the last piece of thing is we need to fetch the data from the API. Let's do that. All right. So we'll explore the backend. So we'll go to the URLs. We'll go to the URLs. It is rooms URLs. Where is dashboard? Dashboard is backend URLs. No, I think it should be in the dashboard. Sorry, in the website. Here is the dashboard. All right. So we have dashboard serializer and total bookings. So we'll see. This will be total event bookings, correct? And teacher bookings.count. The user is this. So we have. Let's create a method. uh, Total event bookings, right? And then we'll create a function. Okay. One more thing, we will add this in the fields so it will show. And then definition, get total event booking, object dot event booking dot count, right? So okay, let's see. We'll open the network tab, we'll fetch it, show it, response, preview. User object has no attribute, event bookings. That's correct. So we'll go to user, not this user. We'll go to event bookings. Where is the event bookings? Sorry, we need to open the model event model event booking. We have a user. Okay, so we need to add the related name like I'm sure we did for the rooms. So if I check the models bookings here, you can see not here. Which one? Not this is the payment. Here we need to show, we need to add the related name event bookings, correct? And maybe we need to, what else it's saying? It is saying something. Payments, booking payments, no need. It's working fine. So we'll not do anything here. And this is front end. This is back end. So we'll say manage.py make migrations. Okay. And then we have migrate. I think I misspelled migrate. Huh? Migrate. Here we are. All right. So manage.py run server. Okay. Now if I go to um okay, let's see. Um Serializer website, we have total event bookings. So object.eventbookings.count should work now. Let's see. All right. So we have total event bookings. It's showing one. So we just need to put that key. So event bookings, dashboard data dot event bookings, and now we'll go here and it is showing one. And when we click on it, it will go to the event booking page. Correct? One more thing I think we missed. We need to add a review like we did for the booking history. Okay, we'll do in the next video, right? So as we discussed that in the dashboard, it is showing the event booking, and this book event page is only show when user is logged in. This both thing has done. So in the next video, we will work on the event booking history page, add review. When I think everything is done, we will go through the menu pages, and if everything is done, we will wrap up this project and start the new one, right? So thank you so much for watching the video, and share your ideas for the next project, right? I know that in the AI era, AI making the projects, but at least with these videos we have to understand the basic things of the programming, right? We should have the industry knowledge that how the things will work, right? So because control should be in our hand, right? So thank you so much for watching the video, and please share, subscribe, like this channel, and comment your suggestions for the videos. Thank you so much.